Hello friends, welcome to Learning Sessions, and today in this video we are going to discuss about the ABFM, that is Advanced Business Management and Financial Management over there. So kindly please do watch this video till end because these video sessions are going to be very important if you are preparing for the CAIIB 2024, because we are going to cover each and every aspect related to the CAIIB. So if you are preparing for the same, do watch this video till end, and don't forget to like this video and share this video among your friends and colleagues who have been preparing for CAIIB 2024. And if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, do subscribe to the channel at the earliest and press the bell notification icon so that you get updated whenever we upload the new videos over there. And this is the first session, and we will be covering each and every aspect related to the ABFM online in these sessions. So do not basically forget to watch these videos, and further do basically watch the full series over here. So let's start the session over here. So it's related to the basic of management. Now, what is actually the management over there? Management is actually related to that we want the others to do the things for us so as we can achieve the organization goals for us. And moreover, these tasks are to be performed in a formally organized groups over there, and this particular definition was given by the Harold Kuhns over there. Okay, and further it is actually related to that we want to plan something and we want to organize our resources in such a manner that we can perform the activities well and further so as to achieve the specific goals for our organization. And it is not just about that we want to do the task and want to basically get the things done. It's also related to we want to do the task in the most effective and the efficient manner possible over there, that we want to manage our resources because we are having the limited resources and we want to achieve the maximum out of it. Okay, now first of all, let's have a look at the definitions which are given over here. First definition, it is particularly given by the Frederick Winslow Taylor over there, that is said to be the FW Taylor over there. So it's actually related to that we want the tasks to be done, and it's related to art of getting the things done through the people over there, and that's actually the management. And as per the Henry Fayol, the definition is related to what, that we want to basically forecast things and we want to plan accordingly. Let's say the case, I want to basically achieve turnover of rupees 1 crore over there. So for that particular purpose, I'm forecasting something and I want to achieve that particular thing for me. So in that particular manner, I'll be organizing the things in such a manner, I'll be commanding the people, I'll be directing the people, I'll be coordinating the people in such a manner so that I can achieve the forecasted things over there. That definition was given by Henry Fayol. So now let's have a look at the 5 functions of the management over there. So these are the 5 functions. So it's related to, first function is related to planning. Planning is actually the basic component of the management over there. Second one, it's related to the organizing over there. Third one, it's related to staffing, that particularly managing the staff and work environment so as to manage the environment over there, so as to manage their payrolls and all the things. And the fourth one, it's related to the directing part over there. If we talk about first 3 parts over here, it's just related to what, that we want the things to get done, we are planning over it, we are organizing the things, we are basically letting the people know that what they are to do, we are hiring the people accordingly. That's actually the first 3 phases of the management over there. And these 2 particular parts over there, these are related to the final execution of the things which will make sure either we have achieved our goals or not, right? Now after that, it's related to planning. That is the basic function of the management over there. Now planning is what, that we want to basically look ahead, we'll be having a plan related to the same, we'll be writing the things which we want to do and we'll be writing the things which we do not want to do. That is a black and white functions over there. And after that, once we have basically planned what we want to do, what we don't want to do, it's related to, we'll be chalking out a basically strategy over there. That's a course of action that is to be done. We'll be deciding, we'll be brainstorming of the over the things, that this is particular the task, these things are to be done, this could be the different assumptions over there, hypothesis over there. This is the things related to planning over there, and it's related to deciding in advance the most appropriate course of actions which we can be undergoing so as to achieve the predetermined goals over there. So it basically makes sure, the planning makes sure what to do, when to do and how to do. It basically bridges a gap between what, where we are and where we want to be. We have not started anything yet, but we are just thinking over the things, that how the things are to be done. We are basically looking for the different things which can be done over there, and that's actually the planning over there. After that, the second component, it's related to organizing. Organizing is basically related to, now whatever the resources that we are having so far, we'll be organizing all those resources, whether those are the human resources, whether those are the non-human resources. We will be basically gathering all those resources, we'll be managing all those resources over there. And what are the different things which are to be done under the organizing? It's related to, we are to identifying the different activities which are to be performed, which we will be grouping those particular activities over there. It means what? Let's say case I'm having 1 2 3 different activities. Now these activities are related to the same departments. Now I'll be grouping these particular activities over there. Same way it could be the case I'm having the other set of activities which are grouped under 5 4 6 or 4 5 6 over there, and will be particularly assigning those particular duties over there, right? Now after we have organized and grouped those tasks, we'll be assigning those tasks some person over there. We'll be delegating to some person. Why we will be delegating? Because we want the person to be having the authority so as to execute the task, and moreover the person must be having the responsibility related to the same, right? And further after that, once we have delegated the tasks over there, it would be related to coordinating authority, that who will be basically looking ahead that they are doing the task in such a manner or not. That's actually related to the organizing. All things come under the organizing over there. So in organizing, we are having the 5 set component over there. One, it's related to identification of the activities. Now after that, it's related to grouping of the activities. Third one, it's related to assigning the duties, and fourth one, it's related to delegating the authority and creating the responsibility over there, and fifth one, it's related to coordinating the authority accordingly. Now after that, the third element related to management, it's related to staffing over there. Staffing is what people must be hired so as to perform that particular task over there. Like that means we want to put the right man or right woman on the right job over there. So it's related to recruitment, it's related to selection of the person, it's related to placement of that particular person over there, it's related to what remuneration we want to offer, it's related to their training and development for the same, and it's related to performance appraisals for the same, promotions and transfers over there. All things are, so whatever the different concepts related to staff or human resources, those all are covered under the staffing over there. So that's the third element. And fourth one, it's related to directing. As I told you, whatsoever we have read so far, whether it was related to planning, organizing or staffing, we have not executed anything so far. It was just related to we have delegated the work and we have hired the people for the same. We have planned over the different things which are to be performed so as to basically achieve the predetermined organization goals over there. But we have not done anything so far. So it's basically the motion by virtue of which whatsoever we have prepared so far, we are going to basically execute the same. So it's related to supervising the things, that we want to supervise the people to whom we have basically conveyed the different duties over there. We'll be directing them, we'll be motivating them. Now the motivation factors could be the different. It could be related to positive or negative motivation. It could be related to that we want to punish someone. It could be related to we will be giving appraisal or hike to someone who's performing well. These could be the non-monetary incentives. It could be related to monetary incentives. Now the different type of motivations can be there which can be used for this particular purpose over there. The third one in the directing, it's related to leadership. Now in the concept of leadership, the manager itself, the leader itself guides and influences the workers around, the subordinates around, so that they can do work well over there. And whatsoever the work is to be done, that must be communicated in well phrased manner so that they can understand what things are to be done, what things are not to be done, and moreover they can understand the processes and procedures by virtue of which the things are to be done over there. So those all things come under the directing part over here. So far we have learned about the four major things related to management over there. One, it was related to planning. The second one, it's related to organizing. Third one, it's related to staffing. And the fourth one, it's related to the directing over there. The fifth one, it's related to controlling. Now controlling is having a cycle. It's related to what? That whensoever we are going to plan something, we must be having some you can say market standards. Those must be established, that this particular task must be done in such a manner over there. That's related to what? Establishing a standard performance over there. Now once you have established a standard performance over there, you will be basically measuring the actual performance, that the performance which is actually done by the employees over there, that how the task was executed. Now we'll be comparing these two tasks and we'll be looking for whatsoever the deviations were there. Now if there was any deviation, the corrective actions are to be taken, and we are to basically recheck whether the objectives have been achieved or not. If not, then we are to repeat this particular step over there, and further we'll be performing it till the objectives are achieved over there, right? So these are the five main things related to the management over there. First one, it was related to planning, then it was related to organizing, then it was related to staffing, directing, and further it was related to controlling over there, right? So this is actually POSDC, right? After that, now let's move further. It's related to importance of management. Why management is important over there? Definitely it's a very effective tool over there. It actually helps an organization to become great from the good. Like if we want to basically move higher, we must be having a very good management so that we can be using our resources in the optimum manner. We must be having the plan with us that what things are to be done, what things are not to be done. And also it helps us to achieve our group goals over there, because the quality decisions can be taken. We can be having a improved control over the organization or the different various functions of the departments over there, right? That will help a lot. And moreover, it will lead us to have the optimum utilization of the resources also. Like if we are having the proper management and we are basically allocating our resources efficiently, it can actually be helping us that we can be using this particular funda related to what, that we can be using all these things so as for the optimum utilization of the resources over there. And moreover, we can reduce our overall cost. It can help us to basically develop our various resources over there. We can contribute towards for better organization over there. Like interpersonal relationships of the employees will be much better if we are having a very good management over there, because the employees will be understanding whatsoever their role is. They will be understanding their duties. They will be understanding their role related to it, and further they'll be doing better jobs over there, right? And moreover, if there is better management, there can be a better direction to the employees over there. And if better direction is given in that particular manner, the organization will be achieving their goals over there. And also, if the management is there, we can be using the different tools which are available in the organization. Let me just give an example over here. Let's say the case we are having an organization, and further the organization is having the different departments. The organization over here is having the different departments, department A, department B. Now the departments may be having the sum of the resources which can be used together in all these departments, but there are different resources for these. Now this is basically total wastage of the resources over there. What if the better management is there and they all are managing all those particular things effectively over there? That will lead to what? That will lead to a better use of the resources over there. That's what I meant to say, right? Now after that, it's related to management thoughts and approaches over there. Let's have a look at the different approaches that we are having. First of all, it's related to classical or the traditional school. Second one, it's related to neoclassical or behavioral school. Third one, it's related to the modern management theory over there. The classical theory, or we can say the traditional school over here, it is the oldest management theory over there, and the main focus is related to what, that we want to increase the efficiency of the employees over there. It basically focuses on the operations over there. It just related to what, that we want to get the things done. It never matters how we are doing the things. It never ever matters as per the classical or the traditional school over there. Okay, now let's have a look at the different things. Now as I told you, it never matters that how the things are being done. It's just related to we are to achieve the things over there. So it's not the case as per the modern theory, but it was as per the classical theory over there. It says rewarding the high performing employees. Now in that manner, we just will be doing what? We'll be rewarding our high performing employees. We'll be giving them the appraisals or something, but we won't be looking at the fact that how they have achieved the things over there. Now what are the different features related to the classical approach? That they must be having an integrated or the centralized system, and the emphasis was only and only on the production over there. They were concentrating on errors and how those can be removed over there. They were basically assuming that the employee is basically irrespective of the organization changes, they are working in continuity, which is not the case. Like if there are organization changes, people stop working over there, but they were not basically considered to be in that case, in the case of the classical theory over there. And this is actually based upon the accounting model, and it gives actually equal weightage to the different types of jobs and the different types of employees over there. So that was as per the classical theory. Now let's have a look at the different theories which are under the classical theory. It's first of all related to scientific management theory, which was given by the Frederick Winslow Taylor over there. That is the F.W. Taylor. So it basically gave the definition related to what key we want to basically minimize our wastage. We want to minimize our wastage, and it says F.W. Taylor said that there are scientific manners, there are scientific ways in which we can actually be reducing our waste, and further we can be actually be reducing our production time. If two pieces were being produced in 10 minutes, it may be the case that we may be having a way in which we can be reducing the production time to 5 minutes or even lesser. Okay, so that definition was given by, that theory was given by the F.W. Taylor. The second definition, the second theory, it's the given by the Henry Fayol, and it's related to the administrative management theory over there. It says that the management is particularly considered to be a primary business activity, that it is your primary activity so as to manage the things. You are to give the guidelines to the managers over there, and there must be guideline for each and every process and procedure so that the thing can be done in that particular manner only. Okay, so that definition was given by the Henry Fayol over there. The third definition is given by the Max Weber, that's related to the bureaucracy theory over there. It basically emphasizes on the formal authority system, that whatsoever the authority that must be having the authority so as to manage the things over there. It says that there must be the hierarchy in the system so that the things can be managed effectively over there. So these were under the classical theory school over there. After that, the second one is related to neoclassical or behavioral school. Now, as per the neoclassical or behavioral school, the main focus was on motivation. The focus on the classical theory was on production, but as per the neoclassical theory, the focus is on the motivation over there. And it says, like, if there are different people, the different people get motivated in the different manner. Like if the person A is motivated that if he or she needs a hike, person B may be basically motivated if there is appreciation to the person over there. Okay, so there are different ways the persons are satisfied, their personal specific needs are specified, and they get motivated so as to do the task over there. And further, there must be efficiency, measurement, and communication. There must be proper efficiency, there must be the measurement related to the efficiency, and that must be the critical input, because if you are able to measure the things, if you are able to quantify the things, only then you can be saying that the processes are working efficiently or the processes are not working efficiently over there. And for organizational performance, teamwork is actually very, very, very essential. And there were two different perspectives. The one perspective was related to the human resources perspective, and the second perspective was related to the psychological perspective over there. Now let's have a look at it. Now, as per the human relation theory, it says that money alone is nothing. It's not the case that the person is sitting in a single room and for the person is getting rupees 1 lakh per month, the person would be happy. It's not the case. The person wants to basically have the personal relationships with the different other employees and colleagues over there, and then the morale is only high. So morale is considered to be integral part of the employee performance over there. And as per the behavioral science theory, it says the different elements like the psychology, sociology, anthropology, they basically are integrated on the scientific manner over there. And further, it examined that the employees are doing better if they're satisfied in all these pillars over there, right? The different specific factors are basically, if their basically needs are specific and those are satisfied, only then they will be doing well. So their social needs, conflicts, self-actualization, all are need to be answered accordingly, right? And further, this particular was also the originator of the different theories like the Maslow's hierarchy theory of needs, Douglas McGregor's X and Y theory, and motivation hygiene theory. So these three theories come under the neoclassical approach, right? Now, first of all, it's related to Maslow's hierarchy of the needs over there. Now, as per the Abraham Maslow, it basically says there are 5 stages and it basically forms a triangle stage over there. There were basically 5 theories and basically forms a triangles over there. This is the main triangle over there. It basically says what? It says that the people do want to basically achieve the different things, and there are the 5 different needs over here. One is related to the psychological, physiological, and not psychological. It's related to physiological needs. These are the basic needs like air, water, food, shelter, etc. The second one is related to the safety needs, that they want personal security, they want the employment, they want personal good health over there, right? And the third one is related to social and love and belongings over there. Then we want friendship, they want the intimacy, family, and all the things. And the fourth one is related to esteem, that they want respect, they want recognition, they want freedom. And the fifth one is related to that I have achieved each and everything, now I want to make the most out of me. Okay, that is actually related to the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. But it says only when one set of needs are completed, only then the person will be particularly moving ahead the second part over there. It's not the case that the person will be running after first, second, third, fourth, and fifth phase over there. As per the Abraham Maslow theory, it says when the one set of particular needs is basically completed, only then the person will be moving toward the second factor over there. That is as per the Maslow's hierarchy theory over there. Okay, and further, it's related to Douglas McGregor's X and Y theory. So it particularly says that there are 2 aspects in the human behavior. One is the theory X, other one is the theory Y. Now, as per the theory X, people do not work without close supervision. It is as per the theory X. And as per the theory Y, it says humans or people who want to basically do the work, who love to do the work, there is no need so as to force them so as to do work so as to achieve the organization goals over there. There is no need of supervision. This is as per the Douglas McGregor's X and Y theory over there. The third theory, it's related to motivation hygiene theory, that is given by the Frederick Herzberg. It says it is also known as the two-factor theory. It is also known as what? It is also known as a two-factor theory, or it is also said to be the satisfier dissatisfier theory. Quite important, can be asked in the question over there. So it is said to be the two-factor theory. It is also said to be the satisfier dissatisfier theory. Now there are some motivation factors and there are some hygiene factors. Now if the motivation factors are there, they give particular positive satisfaction to the person who are working. Like there is, the job is challenging, the work gives a recognition, there is responsibility given to the people over there. It will bring motivation in the people over there. And hygiene factor is related to like job security status, salary, good particular ambience, hygiene at the workplace over there. These are the hygiene factor. It does not give motivation, but if these elements are not present, it will basically result in demotivation over there. This is the motivation hygiene theory or two-factor theory or satisfier dissatisfier theory, which was given by Frederick Herzberg over there, right? These all theories, that is the Abraham Maslow theory and Douglas McGregor's XY theory and further motivation theory. These all come under the neoclassical approach. Now I told you the different two approaches. One way was the classical or traditional approach, and third one, second one is related to neoclassical approach over there, and the third one that we are going to read, it's about the modern management theory over there. Now as per this modern management theory, the manager may be using the statistics, that we believe in data. We believe in the data and we will be using that particular statistics so as to quantify the performance, and that will basically help us to encourage for the cross-functional cooperation between the employee and the manager over there. And there are three major theories related to the modern management theory over there. The first one is related to quantitative theory. Now the quantitative theory was there so as to solve the issues which are basically around when we are trying to integrate the system of people over there. We want to integrate people, we want to integrate the materials over there, we want to integrate the systems over there. Now what's if the problems were there, those were basically used, those were basically resolved using the quantitative theory over there, right? And what are the main characteristics? It's related to, we want to create a model related to same. We will be having the theories, we will be having the hypothesis, that what different assumptions we are having under this particular theory. Now after that, we'll be collecting the empirical data, whatsoever the data related to this particular theories that will be collected, and after that it's related to development of mathematical and statistical model. Now once we have collected the data, now we'll be basically having the different models, and we will be basically applying different functions on that particular data that we have collected so far. Now after that, we'll be analyzing that particular data, we'll be experimenting in a controlled environment if we change the different parameters. Now let's say case there were different parameters which were affecting the performance. Now we will be basically finding the different parameters, we will be looking for those parameters over there, and after we have gone through the different parameters, we will be collecting the data, we will be having the different functions which will be working upon, and further we'll be having the data over here, process data. We'll be analyzing that particular data. Once we have the data, now we are analyzing particular data over here. Once we analyze the data, we can be changing some of the parameters. We will be changing the parameters over there. We will be changing the different parameters so as to look forward that what changes made the different changes in that. Okay, and that's actually related to, based upon all these things, we will be having the new assumptions, new techniques related to that, how we can reconfigure and how we can manage the things in a much better manner over there, right? That was the quantitative theory. The second one, it's related to the systems theory. Now system theory is basically related to what? That the management is what? Management is interrelated component. That the different functions, different systems, those all are interrelated over there. And management over there must be supporting the goals over there. That different systems are related. Let's say that different particular department are particular interrelated over there. Now management is one funda which will be basically looking for these all interrelations, and further will be providing for backbone of the system over there so that a better organization health can be there. That's the systems theory. The third one is related to contingency theory, which was given by the John Woodward over there, that the effective managers must be adaptable. So if there is any any unique situation or circumstances, then in that particular case the managers must be adaptive to it. What is contingency? Contingency means the things which have not been there. Let's say 0 is the present time and 1 is after 1 year, 2 is after 2 years. Now if there is any uncommon event over there, there is any unique situation in year 1 or year 2, the manager over here must be possessing the quality so that he or she can be adaptive. Okay, so that's the thing that was said by the contingency theory over there. And after that, it's related to Ohio State University and the University of Chicago. So there was basically University of Michigan survey, basically research center were having some findings from the Ohio State University and the University of Chicago. Let's have a look at it. Now, as per the Ohio State University findings, consideration leaders behavior say what? It's related to that we can be built good rapport with the subordinates if we are giving the good consideration. There can be a good interpersonal relationships, and further it basically the employees do show concern and support for each other. And as per the relation oriented behavior which was given by the University of Chicago findings over there, it basically encourage social interaction, that the employees must be interacting with each other. And further it's related to the fact that when people are interacting with each other, there must be mutual respect and trust over there. And further, the people feel more empowered when they are doing so, right? And as per the Ohio State University findings related to initiating structure leading behavior, in that particular scenario, it basically believes in proper structure of planning, scheduling, and aligning different roles over there so as the task can be completed in time and so that we can be achieving the business goals over there. And if we look for the task oriented behavior which was given by which was a finding by the University of Chicago, it basically defines structure and business goals, emphasizing on the planning over there, define the priorities for the same, and has a model for rewarding and punishing over there related to that the person who have performed the task, those will be rewarded, and who have not, those will be punished, right? Now, let me just tell you that the contingency school of management is criticized. Why it is criticized? Because it is not giving any kind of solution for some particular type of events over there where it can be applied, right? So that is why the contingency theory was criticized. So there were different theories, quantitative theory, system theory, and the contingency theory, which was given by the John Woodward, and it was criticized, right? After that, it's related to contemporary school of management. Now, here comes a concept of the TQM, that is a total quality management and learning organization, which is basically quite relevant in that particular context over there. First of all, let's learn about the total quality management, that is TQM. Now, this particular concept was given by the Deming, Joran, and Crosby over there. Now, it basically focuses that the management of the organization is delivering the high quality goods and services to the customers over there, and this is actually the approach which was originated in the Japan after the Second World War, right? Now, first of all, it's related to employee involvement. Now, if you want to deliver a good quality of products, it can only be delivered if the employees are totally involved. If there is high degree of involvement of the employees, then only they will be helping in preventing the quality issues, right? Otherwise, if you say if you're having a process related to inspection and you can do the things right, it cannot be done until or unless your employees are finding the faults themselves, right? And the second one is related to customer focus over there. Now, when your organization is customer focused, you must be understanding what is their need, you must be understanding their business, what they want actually, what is their objective. So those can all be basically looked forward, and further you can provide a better product to them, right? The third one is related to standardization. Now, you must be using the market standards or industry standards as the benchmarks that you are to perform up well to that particular things over there. Now, what's some of the competitors? Let's say the case, I'm in industry and for the A, B, C are my competitors. Now, if A, B and C are my competitors and they're having the benchmark related to, let's say, at 17.9, 18.9 and 20.9. Okay, these are the benchmarks which are set by A, B, and C respectively, right? Now, I have to, if I want to outperform, I have to do well. Now, I'll be doing upward. Now, this is my benchmark, that this is the minimum standard that I need to follow. Okay, and I'll be performing the tasks in such a manner that I can do well, and further I must be having the standards, let's say 21 over there, that this is the minimum quality that we'll be offering over there. That's actually related to the standardization. After that, it's related to continuous monitoring. Continuous monitoring related to what? That if there is any change, if there is any innovation, we must be improving for the same, and we must be improving for the betterment over there and for the betterment of the organization over there, right? Then it's related to the W. Edward Deming's 14 points. There were 14 points which were given by the W. Edward Deming's. You need not to cram these all. You just need to have an idea. First of all, it's related to consistency of purpose. Now, what was your purpose? That was for the betterment of the services. Okay. Now, I must be performing. Now, if I was working for the betterment of the services, I must be working in that particular manner only for the betterment of services. If I'm working for profit, I must be working for profit only. There must be consistency of the purpose over there. Your purposes must not be changing day by day, right? And further, it's related to, if you're having a new philosophy, that if you think so that this particular task can be done in a better manner by the innovation or something, you must be adopting the same. And further, it's related to, you should not be particularly depending just on the inspection. Like I told you that there must be high degree of involvement of your employees. If you must not only be depending on the inspection over there. Further, it's related to stopping lowest bid system. Now, what happens when the government tenders are there sometimes? Let's the case, the tender was there, minimum amount was 2 lakh, and one person particularly give the bid at 2.10, the other one bid at 4.50 or something. Now, what will be done? Only the lowest bid will be selected. Now, this particular system must be avoided, that must be stopped. And further, it's related to introduction of overall improvement over there. Like, we want to improve overall. It's not the case we want to improve just in one system or one function over there. We want to improve overall over there. That's the fundamental related to it. And further, it's related to instituting the on-job training. Now, the person who are with you, who are your employees, there must be on-job training. They must be trained related to their specific areas over there. And there must be the culture of leadership that must be adopted, and that must be initiated, that everyone is their own leader. And further, there must be the driver of the fear by improving the two-way communication. It shouldn't be the case that the employee is not basically able to talk to the employer over there, not able to basically tell their supervisors or superiors related to that these are the issues in the production line or something. So the effective communication or two-way communication must be there. And whatsoever the barriers in the staff areas or departments, those must be removed if you want to basically improve the coordination over there. And workforce should not be given any targets or slogans or exhorted that this is the minimum production level that you need to achieve, otherwise you will be sacked or something. So these things should be avoided at all. We must also be looking for the quality rather than the quantity over there, right? And further, we must be fixing the arbitrary production quotas that must be avoided. If they are fixing any kind of the production quotas, like this is a monthly target that 50 lakh of the products are to be manufactured at the cost of the quality, that must be removed, right? And further, it's related to whatsoever the barriers related to pride of workmanship as well as the annual rating, those must be removed, which basically, if they are basically having an emphasis related to they are reducing the quality in that particular scenario, those must be removed from there. And the vigorous program of knowledge, education, self-improvement, that must be instituted, that must be there in the organization, so that they can be learning in a better manner. They must be having a very skillful hand in the different areas in which they are working, and a better organization can be there. So these are the 14 points, 13 points, and the 14 points related to action should be initiated by the management related to, if you want to transform, there must be seminars, there can be the workshops related to same, where one can understand the objectives of the organization, right? So these are the 14 points which were given by the W. Edward Deming over there. And this is the theory which we are talking about. We are talking about the total quality management right now, okay? And after that, it's related to the learning organization. Now, what is learning organization? Particular organization where every employee is taking part. They are identifying the things, they are solving the things, they are basically keen to learn the new things so that they can do better, and they can participate better, they can grow, they can learn, and so that they can achieve the organization goals over there. This is the learning organization. There are 5 disciplines related to them. Same, first of all, it's related to personal mastery. Personal mastery related to what? That every employee who joins your institute, who joins your organization, they are having some personal goals also which they want to achieve. Now, you are having the organization goals. Let's understand this particular part. Let's say the case that we are having the organization goals over there. These are the organization goals we are having, and further, these are the employee goals. Now, the employees also want to achieve their goals. Now, if we are basically helping them to achieve their personal goals, and through which they're also achieving the organization goals, which is the main target over there, in that particular manner, they will be achieving their own personal goals also, and as well as the organization goals also, and that will help a lot so as to achieve them in a better manner, right? So this will help you a lot. So that's actually the personal mastery over there. Second one is related to shared vision. Now when their personal vision is particularly there, they are able to achieve their personal goals, definitely they can be working on the shared vision also. Shared vision is basically related to when the people do trust each other, they do collaborate with each other, they instead of basically complying with the instructions which are given by the superiors or higher ups, they're basically complying with each other, they're coordinating with each other so as to have a joint vision over there. And the third particular discipline is related to mental models. Now mental model basically help us basically so as to understand about the impact of assumptions and generalizations over there. It helps us in that particular manner. And team learning is related to what, when the team is working all together, team members basically are there willing to reflect and consider the views of the people, they are basically able to get the views of other people, they are able to work with each other. Now they're basically participating in the team over there, that's the team learning over there. And what is system thinking? Everything is particularly interrelated. When we talk about the system now, it's related to everything is interrelated, that each and every department is related to and interconnected to the other department over there, and we must be looking at the whole picture. It should not be the case my department is doing too well, I'm not worried about the other department. That's not the system thinking. If you're thinking in such a manner, it may be the case that you're profit generating for yourself, but at the cost of what you don't even know. Okay, so that's the main thing related to system thinking that must be looked into. So these are the 5 disciplines related to what, related to the learning organization. First of all, personal mastery, shared vision, mental models, and team learning. And the 5th one, it's related to system thinking over there, right? And learning organization is important, but why it is important? Because if we want to find the areas, or we want to basically have the innovative ways, and if we want to basically work all together as a team over there so that the people can be achieving their personal goals, they can be achieving the organization goals, it is quite important if you want to increase the effectiveness and efficiency of the organization. And learning organization is definitely having a very higher productivity and output as compared to ordinary organization. And definitely your overall market reputation is also increased if you're having a learning organization over there, right? So that's related to learning organization. Now let's have a look at the different business models over there. Now there are different business models which are being basically planned as per the different needs of the companies over there, so as to take the advantage, so as to exploit the markets over there for the different products and services being rendered and offered over there, right? Now let's first of all, it's related to solution providing or consulting services model. Now in this particular model, the company will be providing the will be providing any kind of product, they will be providing the consulting services, like IBM is providing the consulting services. That's particularly related to the solution providing or consulting services model over there. Then it's related to profit pyramid model. Now as per the profit pyramid model, what happens, initially the companies will be offering what, initially the companies will be offering lower profit products, and after that they will be providing higher profitability products over there. That will lead to basically maximization of the profits. That will lead to maximization of the profits over there. That's related to profit pyramid model. That initially the profits were lesser, but now the profits are more. That's related to profit pyramid model, right? And the third one is related to multi-component system model. Now multi-component system model means what, that the company is not working on one product only, they are basically producing, they are manufacturing different products over there. But generally what happens, first of all, they are basically providing one product at cost to cost. Like in the case of Gillette, they were providing the razors, that they were providing the cheaper razors at no profit, no loss basis over there, and they were earning from where, they were earning on the high-end razor blades over there. That's actually related to the multi-component system models. And further, advertisement model. In the case of advertisement model, their main product is actually the basic product is provided free of cost, and they're earning through the advertisement, like in the case of Google, YouTube, etc. In the case of switchboard model, what happens, they're acting as a switchboard, that is they're acting as a mediator between the consumers and the sellers and the buyers over there. Like in the case of Flipkart, Amazon, eBay, you can basically list your product online and people will be buying through you, and the eBay will be, or Amazon will be earning commission. That's the switchboard model. And then it's related to time model. Now this model basically depends upon what, at how fast you basically do research and you basically have the development happens in your case over there. Let's say case Samsung is having the folding device, after that every manufacturer is going for the folding devices over there, right? So that's that how much initially you enter the market, you'll be making the profits, bigger profits, and then you'll be leaving the market for your competitors, right? That's the thing related to time model. And further it's related to efficiency model. Efficiency model means what, it's basically related to business will be waiting. Now when the product is not mature, what do you mean by product is not mature? That new product was there was a new product, but it is not mature. Like, people are basically having the new R&D and research and development on the same product, and once the product is mature, then you will be entering the market. Once the product is matured, then you will be entering the market, and you will be basically providing extraordinary product at very low cost. That's actually the efficiency model over there. Further, it's related to blockbuster model. Blockbuster model means what? That when you're having the production under the patent laws over there, in that particular case, you'll be hiring some star. You will be hiring some star, which will be appealing star, and further, based on the advertisement, you'll be selling your product. That's actually related to blockbuster model over there, right? Further, it's related to profit multiplier model. Now, what do you mean by profit multiplier model? Profit multiplier model means that your basic product is not providing you with such profits, but you're having the secondary profits, due to which your profits are basically increased in many folds, right? Like in the case of the Walt Disney, they were having the cartoon characters, and they basically, based upon those cartoon characters, they developed the theme parks, they have the merchandise, they are having the licensing opportunities, which is actually giving them huge profits over there, right? And further, it's related to entrepreneur model over there. As per the entrepreneur model, you do what? You basically go for that particular business which is having the monopoly. Like the Tata bought 1mg, which was having the monopoly over there, that was acquired by Tata over there. Now you basically invested that particular manner where you have already having the monopoly, and you basically went well, right? Then further, it's related to de facto industry standard model over there. Now, de facto industry model means what? That you are providing free models, you are providing the free products, and those free products were available to the people over there, right? Now, after you having the free products, you have given the free products, people are using your free products, and people are quite admiring your free products, and they look at you as a brand now, and now you're basically selling them the paid products over there. That's actually related to de facto industry standard model, and this is actually used by the Microsoft, right? Now, let's have a look at the information explosion. Now, what do you mean by information explosion? Now, you see that the digitization is there, and you can get data from multiple sources. Let's say the case I'm having a, this is the this is the center point. This is the center point, and further we are receiving the data from the different sources over there, right? And further, this all data is basically related to, we are to manage all this data over there. That's actually related to that you are having a lot of information with you which you need to manage. You need to basically look for the forward at which information must be used right now, which must not be used, and which is good for you, which is not good for you, right? That's actually related to adjusting and realigning the businesses so as to the whatsoever the changes are there, whatsoever the innovations are there, so that they can be having the optimum profits, and so as to manage the information explosion over there, right? So that is information explosion. That is information from a lot of sources over there. Now we want to manage the change over there, that we must be having the new techniques so as to learn. We must be adapting to the new technologies over there. We must be undergoing the different trainings, and so that we can get those particular skills so as to manage the different steps of data over there. So that's actually related to it. Now, whensoever the new products and services are there, definitely we must be going for the customer feedback so as to look forward that if the customers are liking our products or not, and accordingly we must be changing the product or the type of the product over there, right? That's the main thing. And further, it may be the case that related to new products and services. Why? First question, when we basically launch a new product, we must be going for the feedback. The feedback is quite important. But now the question arises, why to basically launch a new product? Why the new product is launched? It may be the case that the previous product was not doing well. It may be the case that there were many loopholes in the previous product. It may be the case that the competitors are there. It may be the case that the customer's expectations have changed. It may be the case that technology advancement is there, right? And the different things, right? Now, based on that, you have to basically launch a new product. But when you are launching a new product, you must be going for the customer feedback so that you can make the appropriate changes. Further, it can be the technological changes. Like previously, I was able to manufacture 50 products a day, but now with the advancement in technology, my competitor is manufacturing 500 products a day. Now definitely he's having the technological advancement, right? In that particular, say if the person is my competitor is having the technological edge over there, I also have to adapt that particular technology so that I can also be beating up the pace over there, right? So that's the main thing. And after that, it could be related to employee management over there. Now, what is employee management? Employee management is that different objectives are there. And further, we want to manage the different employees, that we want to motivate them, we want to basically organize them, we want to communicate them, and also we want to measure their performance, we want to develop their performance. That's actually what we want to do, and all those things come under the employee management over there. After that, it's related to globalization and environmental sustainability. Now, what is actually globalization? Globalization is related to when one country is dealing only within themselves. That is particularly what that is particularly related to indigenous. That in India we are producing the thing, we are basically consuming the things. That's indigenous. But when the gates are opened and now you can move to the different markets around the world, you can buy the products from there, you can sell the products over there. That's a globalization. And definitely you're using the different resources which were there in the planet over there, and you are using those resources. Now those resources are depleting. That is the environmental factor that we need to consider also, right? So first of all, let's have a look at the impact of globalization. Now there are a lot of opportunities which are created. Definitely there are a lot of opportunities which are created. And second one is related to, now new opportunities are there that we can increase our business, we can increase our exports, and further, that is the second usage. Third one is related to, we can be entering into the business collaborations, or we can have the joint ventures. And the fourth one is related to that we can borrow from the international markets, like through by the way of ECB, that is the external commercial borrowing. We can buy at the very low cost over there. Now these things, all things are available by the impact of globalization. Now impacting the environment. Why impacting the environment? There is increase in transport of goods. It means more harmful gases will be emitted, right? And further, it will be impacting more species over there. It could be the case that the various species are endangered now, right? Those things can be there. And further, it's related to economic specialization. Globalization also resulted into what? It resulted into overuse of the natural resources, and we are basically using the natural resources so much that those are depleting. There is particularly decrease in the forest cover, there is loss of habitat, the biodiversity is reduced now, right? These are the environmental effects over there. Now let's have a look at the impact of environmental sustainability. Now environmental sustainability is what? Now, if we look at the global challenges over there, which are basically faced worldwide, related to poverty, inequality, climate change, environmental degradation, peace and justice over there, particularly United Nations came with some set of goals. Now let's have a look at those particular goals. Now the poverty must be reduced and there should be no poverty. There must be zero hunger. There must be good health and well-being. There must be good quality of education that must be rendered. There must be gender equality. And further, it's related to, there must be clean water and sanitation facilities which must be available. There must be affordable and clean energy which must be available. Clean energy means what? Clean energy means what? We are not using the natural resources so as to generate the electricity over there. That's a clean energy. And for the zero emissions must be there. Okay, and there must be decent work and economic growth must be there. Industry, innovation and infrastructure must be used in such a manner that we must be having a sustainable development. It shouldn't be the case that we are using the woods and further the forest covers are now reduced so far. It shouldn't be the case. We must be also be basically planting new trees so that there is a mix of it, and further we must be having a sustainable development. Okay, and there must be reduced inequality over there. We must be paying the attention to the need of disadvantaged groups over there, or the marginalized populations over there. Okay, and further there must be sustainable cities and communities where each and everyone will be having the opportunity, and they must be having the access to the basic services like energy, food, shelter, housing, transportation, etc. And further, the goal 12, it's related to responsible consumption. It should not be the case that the natural resources are there, we must be consuming it all. It should not be the case. We must be leaving the resources for the generations to come also. And the climate actions must also be taken by everyone and everywhere, so that there is no climate effect. And we must also be caring about the life below water, life on land. We are talking about the animal and the different habitats over there. And there must be peace, justice and strong institution, so that if there is any particular you can say issues between the different countries over there must be different institutions which are dealing with the same, and this must be partnership, global partnerships for the sustainable development over there. So there were the different goals related to the same, and these were the goals which were given by the United Nations for the environmental sustainability. You need not to cram those things, you must be just have an idea related to that what were the different goals which were basically stated by the United Nations over there. And after that, it's related to strategic management over there. Now when we basically use the word strategy. It is basically derived from the Greek word that is particularly related to general's view. That's related to general's view. Now let's understand the difference between the planning and the strategy over there. Now planning is basically related to what? That there is some anticipation that this thing can be there. This thing can be there, and we are preparing in advance for the same, for the uncertain future events over there. But in case of strategy, you are to basically choose the best plan out of the different options which were available, of the different alternatives available, so as to accomplish those objectives over there. Like if I'm having the different, let me just tell you, if we are having the different things over here, let's say guess different ways over here, and we are selecting the best one, we are selecting the best one over here, that's, let's say this one is the best one, so this is a strategy. Okay, and these the different things which are available over there, this is particularly related to planning over there, right? And further, planning is like a map of guidance, that these things can be done, these things can be done. It's like a map of guidance, whereas the strategy is the path which you need to follow, right? And further, planning leads to program, that whatsoever the planning you are doing, you will be leading to the programs over there. And strategy leads to what? Strategy leads to planning over there. Now once we have a strategy, after that strategy, we'll be doing what? We'll be planning out the things, that how to do these particular things. So it's a plan. So whatsoever the strategy, it's related to main idea. You can think in that particular manner. It's related to main idea you are having, that this is the thing that you need to do if you want to achieve the things over there. And further, if we talk about the planning, it's the map by virtue of which you'll be achieving your strategy over there, right? That's the main thing related to it. And further, planning leads to the programs over there, strategy leads to planning over there. So planning is future oriented, because we are talking about anticipated things over there, but strategy is action oriented, that you are to execute the things now. So planning takes the assumptions, whereas the strategy is based on the personal or practical experiences over there. So planning can be for short term, it can be for long term, whereas the strategy is for the long term over there. Planning is actually part of managerial process, whereas the strategy is part of decision making, right? So this is actually quite important. So strategy is decision making and planning is part of the managerial process over there, right? Now let's move further. It's related to three different types of strategies. First of all, it's related to corporate strategy. Now what do you mean by corporate strategy? Now there are three different categories. It's related to stability, growth, and retrenchment over there. Like let's say the case ABC business over here. Let me just draw it over here. Okay, let's clear this one. Okay, let's say case ki ABC business over here, and further, this particular business over here was having the different departments D1 and D2. Now D1 was showing the signs of loss over here, and D2 was basically profitable. This was profitable. Okay, and the company ABC now, they particularly decided that we won't be going for the loss making, and they particularly sold that particular sector or that particular department over there. That's related to what? That's related to corporate strategy. That's a corporate strategy over there, right? Getting my point? And further, now come back over here. It's related to business strategy. Now business strategy is actually related to, it could be related to competitive or it could be related to cooperative. When we talk about the competitive strategy, it means that we want to differentiate our products from our competitors' product over there. That's a competitive strategy. And cooperative strategy means what? That forming an alliance. Let's say different companies were basically having the different things. A, B, C company, XYZ company, they were having the different products over there. And further, now they have an alliance that they'll be working all together. That's particularly cooperative strategy under the business strategy. That's a cooperative strategy under the business strategy. Whereas if ABC wants to basically differentiate their product from the XYZ, that will be a competitive strategy, right? After that, it's related to the functional strategy. Now, functional strategy basically needs what? Functional strategy means that we basically involve the development and fostering a distinctive capability. For example, if we talk about that the R&D and the technology that may basically form the prime contributor to your functional strategy over there, that these are the main primary functions which basically foster the profitability to your company over there. This actually related to functional strategy based on, let's say case, I'm having a budget of 1,000 and further I want to spend on different departments, and I see that department A, B, C and D, department A and B are quite profitable to me, and let's say guys I'm spending 600 on that particular department over there. That's particular what? That's my functional strategy. That's my functional strategy. After that, it's related to environmental scanning over there. Now, for environmental scanning, we do the SWOT analysis. Now, SWOT is strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats over there. And this is one of the easiest way so as to basically conduct the environmental scanning over there, right? And further, if we talk about the internal environment, now in that particular case, S and W can help you. Strength and weaknesses can help you so as form a part of the internal environment of the organization over there. That what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses over there, and internal environment can usually be controlled by the top management. It is definitely controlled by the top management. That when we are having the board of directors, they are particularly managing the things over there. Okay, they are managing the things over there. But when we talk about the external factors, opportunities and threats form the part of the external factors. Opportunities and threats form the part of the external factors over there. Like particularly those things which are outside the ambit of the top management. Now the top management is basically not responsible for the same. Now the top management is basically cannot be managing the things. Now this is related to opportunities and threats over there. Now opportunities, which is a good thing, threat, which is a bad thing, it may be basically due to the external factors over there, right? And further, these factors can be general or these can be specific factors. General factor means what? Let's say the case that the financial crisis is there and it is impacting the whole economy. It is basically why the full economy, entire economy over there. That's basically a general factor. That's a general factor. But the specific factors may be having the impact on the specific industry only. That's actually related to the different factors. So we just learned about what? We learned about the environmental scanning, which can be done through what? Which can be done through the SWOT. And SW, that is the strength and weaknesses, can help for the internal environment. And O and T, that is the opportunity threat, can go for the external factors over there. Right? Which are basically outside the ambit of the top management over there, right? That's basically related to SWOT over there. After that, it's related to strategy formulation. Now, strategy formulations do require what? That whatsoever the information which is available with us as per the different scenarios, situations, etc. We basically want to form a strategy. Which we will be following, and based on that we will be having our mission and vision over there, right? For based on our mission and our vision, we basically have a strategy over there, right? So that's the main funda related to strategy formulation over there. Now let's have a look at the vision over there. So vision is a statement which basically answers one simple question, that what do we want to become? So whatsoever we want to become, our vision is particularly related to it. Okay. So I want to be an IAS, so my vision would be related to it. And further, I want to be a PCS, my vision would be related to it. Okay. So a clear vision of the foundation basically helps us for good particular development. So particularly a clear vision provides for what? For the foundation of the developing of a comprehensive mission statement over there. Like in the case of State Bank of India, the vision is be the bank of choice for a transforming India. That's a vision. And what is a mission? Committed to the providing simple, responsive and innovative financial solutions. That's the mission of the industry over there, of the company over there, right? Now, let's have a look at the strategy implementation. So there are different phases of the strategic management over there. First of all, it's related to basic budgetary planning. Now, basic budgetary planning related to what? That business entities, they do basically conduct the basic exercise that they want to budget or financial planning on annual basis. That's a basic budgeting planning over there. And forecast based planning means what? That extrapolation techniques can be used. Like we want to basically predict that whatsoever expenses can be there. Okay, so that's basically related to forecast based planning. One is related to basic budgetary planning, that I'm having this particular budget. Let's say I'm having budget of 1 crore and I'm basically want to manage all my expenses in that particular thing only, right? And the second one is related to forecast based, where I say my expenses could be around 1.4 CR and I'm to manage my expenses accordingly. That's what related to the forecast based planning over there, right? And after that, it's related to the strategic management over there. Now, strategic plans, which are basically those are longer for longer term of 5 years, those were introduced continuous review at shorter intervals over there, right? And further information on strategic planning was made available to all the managers, all the workers, or the employees at the various levels of the business entities, so that they can be helping so as to basically achieve the organization goals over there. Now, what are the benefits of strategic management over there? Now, If we talk about management actually gets a very clear sense of strategic vision if you're having a strategic management over there. Like if I'm having a strategic management at what I want to do, what I want to basically achieve over there, in that particular sense, management will be having a very clear view. And secondly, management is now able to focus on the different things, whatsoever the different issues over there, important issues over there, the management can focus on those. And dynamic particular environment can be better understood by the management over there, that what are the different interpersonal relationship between the employees over there, what are the different resources with us, how we need to basically have gather more resources, what things are to be done, what things are not to be done. That can also be achieved by the strategic management over there. Now, strategic management actually guarantees the objectives are set. You are basically whatsoever the essential issues, those are laid down. You're having the time and assets, and further you can be looking forward. You can be looking forward other than these particular issues and things so as to achieve your goals over there. And strategic management is also very crucial for the success of the organization in the long term, right? And now let's have a look at the business environment analysis. Now, the business environment analysis is related to what? That if I'm talking about this particular business, let's say XYZ business is there and they're having a factory. Now, definitely it's not the case not that this factory is there in isolation. There are definitely people around them. There are people living around them, which are basically maybe the case the factory is polluting the environment, and particularly it is affecting the habitat around the factory area over there. No, this particular is to be taken in mind, right? And the SWOT analysis must be helping a lot in such situations over there. So effective managers must be understanding the external environment, and they have to remain prepared for eventualities and the contingencies related to what? That the issues which can maybe arise due to the people who are living along with them, and further the issues which may arise if they are having any ill impact on the environment over there, right? That's actually related to the basic environment analysis over here. Okay, so that would be all related to this particular video. I hope that you must have enjoyed the video. So if you have enjoyed the video, do rate this video, and further do like this video, and further do share it with your friends and colleagues who have been preparing for JAIIB and CAIIB. Further, you can get access to the full course videos. So by visiting the website iibf.info, you can get access to the full course videos. What you'll be getting? You'll be getting the full course videos. You'll be getting the mock tests over there. You'll be getting the chapter-wise previous year questions, everything. And if you want to get the access to the free PDFs, in that particular scenario, you just need to do one thing. For free PDFs, just visit this particular website, and further after that, go visit CAIIB and simply sign up over there for free of cost, and you'll be able to access all the PDFs over there. So that will be all. Thank you so much, and see you again in the next video.